과학기지로 떠납니다.
Don't bring forgiveness, and I'm gonna hunt you down.
Here we are on KeSPA Station for map number 2, and up in the top left, losing that last one, going for a bit of an all-in, it is true.
Look at that drone, too. He couldn't decide if he wanted to make a hatchery or not. He's going to have a slightly late hatch as a result. His opponent over here narrowly defended that, nearly died in that last game with good control, was able to win it. Very impressive. You know, I'm almost more impressed by True in that last game because after he really basically was losing control of the game, did a few, tricky moves where he pulled Lings, came in when Pet didn't have Banelings, and almost was able to bring it back. I was very impressed with that. Pet just made all the right choices.
And you know what? That game could have gone totally differently if Pet did not scout the Lings with his Overlord. The Spine would have been late, the Baneling Nest would have been late, he probably would have lost his hatchery, and we would have seen a totally different game here.
Yeah,
so,
second Overlords, how you choose to use them in ZBZ is... There's so many different ways you can send it, but he decided to send it towards a path where he thought Lings might go, and then switch it. And he switched it right before the Lings came through, too. He was almost lucky in that regard, because True was hiding them very well. And anyway, here we are. Pet is 1-0. We're going to see somewhat conservative builds here, but you do want to highlight that you can see True's drone there, that Sky drone. We saw it for just a second, just that little blip. But we saw in that moment, he was uncertain as to whether or not taking the hatchery would be the way you wanted to do it. It looked like he almost pulled first there. That's a thing that you do when you're down in a series like this, when your tournament life is on the line in ZVZ. What if Pet just 12 pulls you and you went hatch first, and then you're suddenly behind build order-wise? When you're ahead, you have that mental edge in ZVZ, which is so terrifying.
Yeah, very true. And I mean, look at this. It's the scout, he's going to see no hatchery. We'll see how he reacts here. Maybe he knows. I mean, we've been seeing this actually in DBZ where you just take the third base location, and players really haven't been fooled as much as I thought they would be. I guess it's more obvious, maybe you would have the hatchery coming up, even if you did go for like a crazy 12 pool already by the time the Overlord gets there. And yeah, I mean, we're going to see a third base now coming up, obviously, here for Pet, and a Baneling Nest, and lots of Lings coming across here for True, so he wants to get aggressive again.
Yeah, he wants to punish this base. I believe he saw this with the Overlord. He must have seen the creep, no doubt. With the way it's coming from, and also coming from this location, he definitely knows.
So how greedy is Pet going to get? Is he going to identify that this is coming? Is he going to make a Baneling Nest safe? Is he going to go for roaches here? Because he's floating a lot of minerals and gas, and he's not really doing any of those things.
It's really important he keeps these Lings alive, too, actually. True killing this will deny the scout. Okay, he will see all these slow Lings, but he doesn't know how much of a commitment it is. It's 16 more behind this. It's very all-in. Don't forget that True, because he went 3 bases, if he can hold off a little bit longer at his third, he can evacuate the drones there to his natural. And he'll still be on 2 bases with a better drone count and Ling's speed that he got first. Oh, man, even committing to canceling these Banes.
Not going to get that one. Does get one. The Roach Warren is very late, as I was saying. I mean, it's going to finish up here soon.
Oh, we cannot lose these Lings to a Baneling.
Oh, he's trying to focus it down. There he goes, but the Queen is going to go down with it, and he might have to evacuate these drones.
Yeah, I think he will definitely have to do that. He's going to fight with them and hope these Lings spawn just in time to defend. He's going to lose several drones as a result. There's the move command here. The Bane is looking for the target. He gets it. 7 drones, 8 drones go down here, and this is looking terrible for Pet. He doesn't have any drones at this natural. He's lost control of it, and he doesn't have any Lings. He doesn't have any ability to make Banes.
He's got roaches on the way, no doubt. 2 of them popping out, immediately trying to get us around, and he does.
He has to fight with some drones
here. The drones
here.
need to fight.
He needs to fight with the drones. Okay, Ravager cancel attempt here.
There he goes, very nicely done. So the roaches rather do come out, and he still has that third base if he can hold on with the roaches.
Oh, that Bane gets targeted down. Very cool Ravager cancel there because he didn't fight with the drones. I was feeling he was going to lose too much there if he didn't fight, but he was confident. He knew he didn't need to.
This guy is actually so good, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is inspiring what I am watching right now from this player who he literally said in his interview that he took time off. He was doing part-time work. He was not playing the game, and now he's back, defeating our WCS circuit champion True. who has that seed directly to BlizzCon.
Well, he's winning so far. The fact that he has both these bases up is very, very nice, but, you know, definitely could lose this base here. Gets a full surround, does true. Not going to commit to it. Just doing about half its health and damage.
Very valuable, though, which means later on he could potentially go and snipe it. Going to target this Baneling down, does not get it. Baneling barely gets away there. Key fact here is that the Baneling nest is completed for Pet. He's going to go for this attack here. Good splits against the Banes. Does a lot of extra damage to this Roach count, though. And these Roaches survive with so little health. And they're going to regen that. There's so many Lings here coming across the map. He knows about this too. Needs to get these Banes up. He's got 2 of them on the way.
Oh, the surround and those Roaches once again. He at least keeps the damage one in the back, but it may just be too much. The full surround, no Banelings.
This is going to be too much. He didn't get that Baneling off. GG. True, bringing us to a game 3. This group was said to be by many perhaps the least interesting group, the group that looked so favored. Every person besides Kanata on our casting desk said 100% it's obvious who gets out. Not only do we have this special ZVZ, this final match between the 2 underdogs, but it goes to a 3rd game, and True is just not going to stop the aggression. Runaway train Zerg. And we will see if that continues here in our 3rd map, going into Galactic Process. What
this is going to be, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. These players have definitely made it a very fun group, and oh man, Drew even saying he messed up the hatchery timing as we were talking about, and he was still able to win. These guys are actually chatting in the chat box. Obviously, they seem pretty friendly actually together. But guys, it's coming down to one last game. We're going to Galactic Process here for game number 2 to decide our 2nd player to get out of Group B. Who's it going to be here? Is it going to be True from the NA region, or Pet, the biggest underdog we've had here in KeSPA Cup? Let's jump into game number 3 right now and find out who gets out.